Hey guys, welcome back to Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. My name is Alec and I'm your host. And before anything else, I would like to welcome you to the show. If this is your first time, then welcome. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you do, go ahead and check out the other amazing episodes here on Spotify. And if this is your nth time listening to the show, then welcome back. I am so excited that you're here. I am so excited that you're still invested in personal development, and I hope that you go share this with the people that you love, because these insights can just make or start their positive change in their life. So share it with your friends, with your family, with anyone who you know who wants to get better. And so before we start with today's episode, I just want to make a quick announcement. On May 21st, I will be going live. We will be having our first ever live event together with some of the top speakers here in the Philippines. I would be speaking with Real Talk Darbs, Empress Pearl Hung, Jerry Corseo, Mike Balolong, and Coach V. So we put up an amazing event called the Heart Healing Sessions, where we are going to talk about how your heart can be so much better than where it is right now. So if you guys are interested in that, it's going to be a whole afternoon. Join us on May 21st. It will be at PICC Manila. So there are only 500 slots available. I don't know how many tickets are left, so make sure that you get yours right now. The early bird rate will be finished very, very soon, so get your tickets right now. The link is in the description box. Go check it out. And I'm so excited to see you guys in person, and I'm so excited to share my insights with you live, face to face. So in today's episode, we are going to talk about something that I just wanted to remind you guys. I went to Cebu last week, and it was one of my favorite trips because it was very spontaneous. We didn't plan a lot of things during the trip, but it was one of the most memorable trips that we had. And so we had a theme going into that trip, and it is ride the waves. Okay? We promised ourselves we would ride the waves. Not literally, but metaphorically and symbolically, we would ride the waves. Ride the highs of life and ride the lows of life. And so this is a great way to surrender to the present moment, however unpleasant it may be. As long as you learn how to ride the waves, you'll be okay. You'll be all right. And I've been sharing this theme, or I've been sharing this thought to a lot of people. And I just wanted to figure out, where did this come from, right? And I realized that it come from one of my favorite quotes of all time. This too shall pass. Riding the waves of life is applying the quote, this too shall pass. When you're up there, remind yourself, this too shall pass. When you're down low in life, remind yourself that this too shall pass. And if you always do that, basically what you're doing is you're riding the waves. You're riding the waves of life. The highs and the lows, you're going to be okay with it. You're going to be all right with it. And if we look at this too shall pass, which is one of the most powerful quotes of all time, we would know that the best friend that we have with this quote is time. It's none other than time. And so I just wanted to remind you that whatever you're going through in life, always remember that this too shall pass. And the only thing that you need to give yourself is time. Time to process whatever is happening in your life right now, however dark and dim it may be. If you give it time, you'll understand the reason why it is happening. And it's the same with your wins. I'm a big fan of celebrating wins, but do not let it get in your head. You give it time, because the wins will eventually be gone. Every moment that comes into your life, they're temporary. And so if you give it time, if you do not let it get into your head, everything in your life, then it will be much greater help for you because you will learn the power of surrendering, being in the present moment. But having that faith, having that trust that whatever is happening will make sense. And so if you're having a hard time right now, give yourself some time. Time is your best friend. If you're confused, if you're lost, if you don't have any answers to your questions right now, remind yourself that this too shall pass. I remember my last breakdown. It was crazy because it was the first time that I made a huge financial mistake. And it was a huge one that the numbers, it seemed surreal. Like, how did I get here? Like, this number is huge. Before, I was so happy if I could like get 10,000 in my wallet, but now I made a huge financial mistake with, 1,000 times much greater than what I've been accustomed to. And to be honest, I didn't really process it in the best way possible. I became very depressed for a couple of days. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to stand up. I just want to lock myself in the bed. I wanted to drown myself in self-pity. But I remembered, this too shall pass. And so I gave it time. I gave it time. And once I did, eventually, the solutions start coming in. Because here's the thing. Whatever problem you have in your life, you won't have that problem if you cannot solve it. I guarantee you that. The reason why God gave you life, gave you that challenge, is because you are capable enough to figure it out. You're that strong to figure it out. But you gotta give it time. Because the truth is, you're emotional right now and your thoughts are all over the place, and it is quite difficult to wrap your head around it. But you need to understand that you just need to give it time. Especially if you're high on your emotions, when you're just really passionate about whatever it is that you're happening right now, give it time. Because when you give it time, your emotions will subside, and that is when you can start acting in a much better way to help yourself. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Whatever it is, this too shall pass. If you feel like it's the end of the world, this too shall pass. If someone just broken up with you, this too shall pass. If you think you can't move on, no. This too shall pass. And you just need to give it time. So please, cut yourself some slack. Apply self-kindness. You know how to forgive other people. Maybe it's time that you learn to forgive yourself. And saying to yourself that this too shall pass is an act of self-forgiveness. If you allow yourself to give yourself some time to understand or try to reflect on what is really happening, then that's self-kindness. Time is your best friend in life. And I've learned that a lot in the hardest ways possible. And I can remember that when we were on the Cebu trip, we just gave it time. Everything that happened, let's ride the waves. Let's give it time. Eventually, something good is going to come out of this. Maybe we're stressed because it didn't go in the way we planned. And maybe that's how you guys are feeling right now. You had the plan. It didn't work out how you imagined it to be. Give it time. Give it time. Okay? Because when you give it time, you'll be surprised how many guardian angels are here to help you out. How many soldiers of the universe will surprisingly be there for you to guide you where you need to go, to help you find answers to all of your problems. So surrender yourself to where you are in the present moment and just remind your heart that this too shall pass. And give yourself some time. So I just really wanted to make this very, very short episode to remind you that if all else fails, give it time. Okay? Whatever your problem is, give it time. So thank you again for joining me on this episode. Again, I hope I could see you on May 21st at PICC Manila. And I can't wait to meet you guys there. It's going to be amazing. We're going to spend a lot of time together. And yeah, my name is Alec Cuenca. If you like this episode, go ahead and share it on your Instagram. Do not forget to tag me at Alec Cuenca. Please, if you enjoy these episodes, go ahead and share it. And check out my videos on YouTube as well. Just search for Alec Cuenca. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. My name is Alec Cuenca. This is Small Talk, Small Conversations with huge impact. And I'll talk to you guys next episode. Bye-bye.